So the other day, I did something that no one should ever do. I Googled myself. And as I'm Googling myself, I learned something that deep down I've known all along and have just blatantly ignored over the past few years. I'm a fraud. The top 3 relevant searches when I Google myself are Blake McLean songs produced, Blake McLean credits, Blake McLean, or who has Blake McLean worked with, and then Blake McLean's wife, and then there's a picture of Steven in stereo, photoshopped as a woman next to me. Or wait, that's Noah Cyrus. How? So after seeing that, I knew something had to be done. So I began to plot, sort of. Okay, so it's day 2. After a good night of sleep, I had a dream last night. This is gonna sound crazy, but I think I have a goal for the channel. So, in my dream, I was hanging out with Taylor Swift and Jack Antonoff and Aaron Dessner. It was mostly just me and Taylor, but I'm just gonna say that they were there because I'm not gonna leave them out. They're amazing. And we were drinking wine and hanging out, and she was like, I know, let's write a song. I was like, yeah, let's write a song. Write the song. Sounds great. And we won a Grammy in the dream. And I woke up and I was like, oh my God, I need to write and record a song with Taylor Swift, then win a Grammy. That makes sense, right? Well, it's not that easy. However, I have a plan. All that I have to do is work my way up through collaborations with other artists until finally I get to Taylor Swift. I just have to figure out where to start. So as I was practically drowning myself in work and research, not sure that I believe in anything, all of a sudden it just came out of nowhere. I knew exactly where to start. Okay, it's day 3 and I kind of have a direction. I know I want to get into like the rock and metal scene just because it's so deep seated in me. Like some of you know, but here's some photos of me from high school, some with my band, and then some alleged photos. Yeah, I know. Yeah, obviously I was into pop punk. I was into, the metal side of things as well, playing a bunch of bands like that. And while I do know some artists and musicians that moved up in that scene and, became pretty famous and did extremely well, I'd almost rather work with another YouTuber. And so as I'm sitting here thinking, I remembered I follow Nick Nocturnal. Apparently a couple days ago, he did a cover of One Step Closer by Linkin Park and made it way heavier. And there were no vocals on it. There's nothing on it. So I think I'm going to put vocals on it. Yeah, I'm going to do that and then maybe make a short out of it. And so, yeah, I'm going to start screaming. Interesting turn of events. I was screaming, and right now, because of tons of weird circumstances that I'm not going to go into, I am here with my parents, and of course, my mom walks in and just hits me with her favorite form of sarcasm and goes, "What you doing?" And I know that I should be working on editing other videos and doing that kind of a thing and doing all the reactions and stuff because of that. When she asked me, in my brain, I was like, I'm 30, I'm gonna buy a house soon, I do my taxes like every other adult, I shouldn't have to answer to my mom, and I shouldn't feel guilty about this, so I did what any other normal adult would do. I lied straight to my mother's face and told her that Nick Nocturnal reached out to me and wanted to do a collaboration on this. He has a lot of subscribers, and I am doing it for that purpose because he asked me to. So now the hole has been dug. Oh God. This has to work. Please, Taylor. I spent the next day recording vocals and trying to make the track sound just above and beyond, like absolutely amazing, as good as it could possibly sound. And although it was sounding really amazing and it was sounding really heavy, I realized I can't do this alone. If I want to stand any chance of this doing well, I need other YouTubers on this. So I hit up Steven in Stereo, a good friend of mine. For some reason, I thought he could scream, and he can't. He can do punk yells though, and I was like, cool. And I sent him the track. He loved the track, and he was like, I'm in.
I'm Steven. This is Steven in Stereo.
I also reached out to Chris Lipe, another YouTuber and a good friend of mine. He's a vocal coach here on YouTube, and he's absolutely freaking fantastic. He's got an amazing voice, good rock voice, so I was like, perfect, and sent it to him. He loved it. He was like, I'm in.
Hey, Chris Lipe here.
Level up!
I was really excited. Everything was really coming together. Then Chris texted me, and I couldn't ignore this. He said, does Nick know about this? And I said, no. I didn't want to lie again. I wasn't going to lie again. I said no, but I'm going to send him a message on Instagram. So I sent Nick a message on Instagram and didn't hear anything back. I knew I needed to get a hold of Nick somehow, so I went on his stream and shamelessly just straight up asked him on his stream.
Oh, what's up, Blake? I put vocals on your if I and a few other YouTubers.
And then he said, yeah, dude, go for it.
Oh, yeah, dude, fucking go ahead. If you guys want, yeah, feel free.
And then I donated like 20 subs or something like that. Because we're YouTubers, we have to support each other, right?
Blake! Holy shit, what's the... Thank you, Blake. Gifted. Holy shit, I appreciate that, homie. What the fuck?
Everything was going so well. I was so excited, and I had even asked Chris, just figured might as well shoot my shot, you know, what's the worst that could happen, if he wouldn't mind asking one of his former students, Colby Brock, to jump on the track, or even if he wanted to jump on the track. We weren't able to get Colby in the end. I mean, huge surprise. He's got a crazy schedule, all that stuff, you know, and just a lot going on. Also, Colby, hope you feel better, man. But still, I had Steven, I had Nick's approval, I had Chris, who had set aside some time to record his vocals, and everything was gonna go well. That was the last thing I was waiting on, and then I'd put everything together. I should have known better. I say Chris Lipe's sick.
Did you talk to him?
Like a respiratory thing, it's been going around, and I'm feeling it come on, not sure what my voice is gonna be like tomorrow, but I'll keep you posted. Alright guys, it's been a crazy couple days. I know in the last scene you guys saw that Chris Lipe had texted me and said he might be sick. He texted me the next day and said, don't count me out just yet. And I was kind of freaking a little bit, but yeah, he texted me and said, don't count me out just yet. I'm gonna give this a go. And he did an insane job, and he filmed himself. He got me all the tracks and everything, and I started putting everything together and editing, and it's turning out so well. And then on top of it, I was actually sitting editing last night, and I'm about to do my last couple parts for the video, which I'll play here in a second. I was sitting there editing last night, and I was like, I'm gonna add another YouTuber onto this. And so I texted Caitlin Marie, and I was like, hey, into your phone, can you just send me you saying 3, 2, 1, begin? And she goes, yeah, sure. And she went out into the snow.
Not gonna lie, I'm outside in the snow because there's a lot of noise where I am right now.
And recorded it for me and sent it to me. And you'll understand why in a second, but I am so excited. So I'm gonna go ahead and play the video for you guys. Please subscribe so that I can write a song with Taylor Swift and win a Grammy.
2, 1.
I'm so clear.
that certainly made me want to get one step.